What's up? This is C3P3 here, bringing you guys a video over the loop array. This is actually chapter 3, project 3. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of explain what an array is. An array is actually going to be a variable. It can be a double, integer. It could even possibly be a string, possibly, but I'm not sure about in Java how that would actually work. But what we're actually going to do is have one variable. So let's say we have variable A. And in A, we can actually have multiple integers stored in that one variable. And so this is actually what it look like. We can have A0 will actually have a variable, A1 will have a variable, A2, and so forth. So let's go ahead and go to the assignment. Let's see here. Okay, chapter 3, do while array. Arrays are actually probably my least favorite. But let's go ahead and just kind of get started. I normally go to... It looks like we don't have an actual output. But you guys can look over the assignment and the details. Let's go ahead and just open up a new project for ourselves. I don't think I ever compiled this one. So let's go ahead, create new, and paste in our template. So once your template's in, let's go ahead and kind of get our variables and our declared keyboard out of the way. Let me go ahead and paste that in. So here's our keyboard. That's so we can accept input. We're going to have multiple integers, do count, for count, do count display, my grade sum, and my grades average. So let's go ahead, and the next thing we want to do is go ahead and just do some simple outputting, and then let's go ahead and declare our array as well. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and let them see that this is actually a grade manager / calculator. I'm going to put a space. Please enter the number of grades you want to input, at least 2 grades, please. So this is going to tell the user that this is actually we're going to calculate the sum of their grades and then go ahead and kind of do the average. We're going to store this all actually in an array. So we're going to go ahead and declare the array. To do that, you just need the type of array you want. So whether it's integer, double, whatever. And we're going to go ahead and put brackets. My grades, we're going to name the variable. It's going to be equal to new int. Then we're going to go ahead and accept the number of grades. And that'll be the length of our array. So if they put 6, we'll be able to store 6 grades in this variable. If they put 7, we'll be able to accept 7. So we can go ahead and accept that. So the next thing, we're going to go ahead and kind of create our do while loop. And to do this, let's go ahead and I'll paste this in here. So we're going to create a do while loop. So the thing with do while loops is it's going to go ahead and carry out a function prior to checking any sort of condition. So this is going to go ahead and execute before actually checking this while condition. It's going to execute once prior to that function executing. So it's going to go ahead, do count display is equal to do count plus 1. So this is actually counting the number of times that we actually execute this loop. So do count is equal to 1. The very first time it's going to actually equal to 1. The second time it will equal to 2, and so forth. For every loop it does, that's going to increment 1. Okay. The next thing is going to print out, let's enter the grade number. Okay, do count. So let's enter grade number 1, and then we're going to go ahead and store whatever they input into that first grade. And then do count plus plus, and it's going to go ahead and do this loop until the do count is equal to the number of grades. So as long as that is actually less than. Okay. Array sort, we're going to go ahead and sort the grades from the lowest to the highest. This is the command that you'll need. You guys should be saving these commands in text files. I do that all throughout the course just to kind of keep tabs on what I'm learning and just so I can copy and paste. So that way I'm not accountable for remembering all this information because it is a lot. So we're going to go ahead and print out some information to the user. System out. Print in grades lowest to highest. So we're going to go ahead and display to the user all their grades lowest to highest. And this is going to be a for loop. So we're going to start our for count as 0. We're going to do this until it's less than mygrades.length, so that the length of the array that we had declared. That's going to go ahead and show, and then we're going to go ahead and calculate the sum while we're going to take advantage of this loop and go ahead and calculate the sum of these grades. So now we can go ahead and kind of show the user what the sum and the average is going to be for these grades. So we're going to do the calculation for the average. We're going to add a new line. We're going to tell them the sum of the grades and then the average grade. Let's compile and let's go ahead and give this a shot. Now when we hit run, please enter the name of grades you want. Let's enter in 4. Grade of number 1 was a 89. Second one was a 95, 98, and a 100. It sorts all the grades, 89, 95, 98, 100 from lowest to highest. We're going to show them the sum, and then we're going to show them the average. And that's it for this assignment. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and give my website some clout, and look in the description and download these projects so that way you can kind of get some more hands-on. See you guys in the next video.